Hello again. Well, all this week in Coffee Break, my guest, Neil Thomas, is demonstrating his method of teaching keyboard playing by using chords. Now, his new book, Playing Popular Piano and Keyboards, has just been published, demonstrating this method. So, Neil, who is the book aimed at?
Well, anybody who wants to have some fun out of playing the piano or keyboards. And they could be lapsed pianists, people who had a very unsuccessful early life learning to play the piano. Or they might be musicians who play other instruments like the guitar or clarinet or trumpet. Or indeed they might be classical pianists who want to break out and play something a bit different and livelier.
Explain to us, because we're all beginners, what exactly what do you mean by chords?
Well, a chord really is just a group of notes. It can be anything. That really is the harmony of music.
Like sort of say three notes? Which you're playing at a time are a chord.
That's right. And the method is to identify what the basic chords are, and then you build everything else around those. So it's learning and understanding what notes comprise the chords that then will enable you to go on to play in different styles and improvise.
Okay, so let's be a little bit more specific. What are the most important chords?
Well, the most important chords are the major chords, and using C as an example, everybody will probably heard somebody saying C major.
C major, yeah.
At some time or another.
C minor.
C minor, indeed, and starting off with C major, which is just taking the first, the third, and the fifth notes from the scale of C. So you take the first, the third, and the fifth, you get C major. It's as difficult as that.
So what would be C minor?
Now, C minor from that is you just flatten the third note. So you take that one down to C minor, and you can hear that it's a more melancholic sound.
Now, what about then? There's F. Where's F?
Well,
that's another one I've heard of.
Yes, the important thing is that once you understand that you take the first, third, and fifth, you can then apply that.
Right.
So rather than learning chord shapes, which of course guitarists do, or indeed some people attempt to do that on the piano, once you've learned that you take the first, the third, and the fifth, and for C, in F you take the first, the third, and the fifth from the scale of F to get F major, and then you can flatten the third to get F minor. And so it is with G. You know, you take the first, the third, and the fifth, and then flatten the third to get G minor.
Now, do all basic chords have three notes?
I think of them as three notes. That you might like to add another one at the top, but it would be the same as the root note, which is C. So you can play a piece like Pennies from Heaven if you use the chords of C and D, which is what it is, very simply like. Or you can play it a bit faster. It's stuff like that. Or something like Dancing in the Street, which is... It just shows the flexibility of once you start playing with chords, you can play in lots of different styles, play the sort of music that you really would like to play. It really makes a lot of sense to understand the chords so that you can begin to improvise. And that's what we'll be looking at for the rest of the week. So a piece like that, played properly.